Hey guys, well, it's Monday. There's two more football games tonight, but I wanted to just do a video to talk about the later games that happened yesterday. I already talked about the earlier ones. You can go back to my other video, but there was a lot of crazy games for the 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock games. Did not disappoint either, because I said that the Rams could possibly be upset. I picked the Rams, but I said that this Falcons the offense is pretty explosive. I mean, they scored a lot on the Saints, which was a good defense. You saw what they did to Tom Brady, and it looked like they were going to get blown out. And I was like, well, I guess I was wrong about that. And then they come back. It was like, and it ended up being like 27-31, something like that. So yeah, props to the Falcons for being able to make it a game. And then Jalen Ramsey just made a play at the end to just snatch it right out of, is it Brian Edwards? Yeah, I think it's Brian Edwards. I don't know why you throw it to him, not Drake London or Kyle Pitts, but whatever. Um, but yeah, I mean, this I think Arthur Smith is a good coach. I mean, if you look what he's doing with the Falcons and that offense, I mean, he's an offensive guy. It'd be weird if it was a team where the defense was keeping them in games and the offense just couldn't get it going. We see this a lot of times, and you say, well, the offense just doesn't have enough pieces. This offense has quite a few pieces. It's explosive. It's got good offensive line. Um, so I think that this is a good job by Arthur Smith. That defense can get better by next year. I mean, whether it's Mariota, Ritter, Bryce Young, that whoever takes the reins in that situation, will I think they'll have a good situation. Now the Broncos and the Texans. Um, Nathaniel Hackett has some growing pains. I like Nathaniel Hackett. I think he's a good coach, but his game against the Seahawks, he had some blunders, and then this game, he had some blunders. He did an outside run on a 3rd and 1, didn't get anywhere. I don't know why you don't take the number one tackle breaking running back in Javonte Williams and just run him up the middle, but they didn't. They did an outside run, got nothing. Then went out to kick a field goal, delay a game, and they had ended up having to punt because they were out of range. Just some bad coaching right there. Yet they're not prepared. They ended up winning. Russell Wilson's going to Russell Wilson. They won by like a touchdown or something. So they ended up winning that game. But the Texans are actually not as bad as we thought they were going to be. I'll say that. It is surprising how competitive these bad teams are. Like, there's no team out there that I would say is like awful this year. I don't know if there's one so far. Might reveal themselves later. But see, who else was there? The Cardinals and the Raiders were so disappointing. So disappointing in the Raiders. I mean, these are two games that you could have possibly won. Granted, they're against playoff teams from last year, but these are two teams that you could have beaten, the Chargers and the Cardinals. You had the opportunity and you dropped the ball. No pun intended. But yes, Hunter Renfrow got stripped in overtime. First of all, they allowed a 17. I think the ending score was 23-29, but by the start of the fourth or something like that, it was 20-0, and they let the Cardinals come back. So you can't do that. I don't know how Josh McDaniels, who I would say is a very disciplined head coach, can allow his team to do that, but they did. And the Cardinals came back, credit to them, and they won the game. Got into overtime. The Raiders were driving. They threw a screen pass to Hunter Renfrow, a sure-handed receiver, and he got the ball stripped from him, and it got picked up and ran back for a touchdown. So very disappointing. Raiders, if you want to be a good team in this league, you can't do plays like that. Like, straight up, you might say it's all right, we beat them next time. Well, I mean, it sounds so cliche, but there's no next time. The difference between you and the Chargers, you and the Chiefs, and you and the Broncos, well, not the Broncos because they're making bad decisions too, but you and the Chiefs, you and the Chargers, are plays like these. Are times like these when you let them have a 20-point comeback. You can't do that. Very, very annoying game. What other one happened? There's 5. Huh. What's the other one too? Oh yeah, 49ers and Seahawks. I'm gonna make a video about this. But it's if I'm a 49ers fan, I don't wish bad on Trey Lance. I hope he's healthy. I hope he's fine. But if I'm a 49ers fan, I am a little relieved that we didn't have to make the decision to pull Trey. Now, he was not playing bad. 2 for 3 and had 30 yards. Good for Trey Lance. But was that going to sustain through the whole game? And can you imagine if you had lost to the Seahawks? The offense looked good under Jimmy Garoppolo, and I'm glad that I didn't have to make the decision to pull Trey Lance and ruin his confidence. Instead, it was an injury. While I do hope he has a speedy recovery and comes back next year better than ever and is the franchise quarterback that the 49ers were hoping for, I think it's best for right now that it is Jimmy Garoppolo's time. Now, there is one more game in the 4 o'clock slot. It's escaping my mind. Oh, Bengals and Cowboys. That's right, Bengals Cowboys. Oh, what did I made a video during when the game was happening. And I said I was going to make a video yesterday morning, and I didn't, saying, all right, Cowboys, you don't have Dak Prescott. This is an opportunity. All right, this is not... if I was a Cowboys fan, I'd be mad too. I'd be like, all right, we're done. We're done. Instead of seeing it that way, see it as an opportunity. All right, you had Dak back there getting killed by the Buccaneers defense. Dak doesn't have Amari Cooper. He's missing his offensive line. So what are you going to do? You're going to get those things up to speed and better for when Dak comes back. You run the ball and you play defense. That's what you do. And when Dak comes back, hopefully you'll now be good at it because you sucked at it in the first game. And in this game against the Bengals, it's exactly what they did. Kellen Moore showed off his coaching chops. He got the offensive line moving against the Bengals defense that was good last year, but I don't think they have the greatest talent up front on the defensive line, so they took advantage of it. And they beat them. They beat that kick. I mean, second half, Bengals came back. I knew that they would and make it a game. And honestly, I think Joe Burrow missed a little bit. I think his clock is starting to go faster because of the sacks and pressure he was getting. But yeah, props to the Cowboys. Now do it again until Dak comes back. Use your running game and your defense until Dak comes back. And I'm just going to talk about the Sunday game. Oh, sorry about that. Sunday night game. The Bears. I don't know what's going on there. All right, the Bears and the Packers. So, I hate this game. They put it on Sunday Night Football every year, and I hate it. It's so annoying. It's always going to be a blowout. It wasn't a blowout this game. It could have been close near the end. Was that a touchdown by Justin Fields? Maybe, maybe not. But there's not enough evidence to overturn it. So all you salty Bears fans, just stop. It's a stupid play call. Don't be mad at the refs. Be mad at your coaches, because that was bad. Also, Justin Fields I know Chris Collinsworth showed it the different lane he could have taken that probably would have gotten a touchdown. But yeah, I mean, I'm tired of this game. We see it every year on Sunday Night Football, and I'm so sick of it. The Packers just always win. Can we just do this on a regular Sunday? Give the Packers... I would rather see the Packers and Vikings on Sunday Night Football. Now, that wasn't a close game either, but I think there's more drama and life to that one. But Justin Fields, it's not his fault. He's getting pressured and killed every single play. But he needs to learn to throw the situations when he has to throw it away, or just like you can't. Some situations you would try and run on, and it's like you had no chance to get in the first down on that run. Make a play from the pocket, throw a pass, and also his receivers aren't very good. I think we can see from last week how it was scheme and the monsoon weather made that offense look better than it was, and then this week showed what I thought the offense was going to be. Bad O-line, bad receivers, okay running back, and Justin Fields, who I want to see development in the pocket, but he can't get that because his pocket sucks. I knew the Packers would bounce back. They did. Christian Watson was okay. Allen Lazard's back, which helped, and their right tackle being back also helped. Elton Jenkins, yeah. And Aaron Rodgers played well, but honestly, the Packers made some mistakes. This is a game where if they were playing a good team, they could have easily lost. So you can't be doing that like in future games. But I'm looking forward to it. There's a lot of good games this week. Really great. I'm looking forward to the two tonight. I love that we're getting a doubleheader Monday night. I think I already said I'm picking the Vikings to beat the Eagles. Even though the Eagles could easily win this, they have a good all-around team. It's dependent on Jalen Hurts, and I'm picking the Bills to beat the Titans. Although this just feels like a game, like the once a day, where it just feels like almost like the Cowboys, where it's like, yeah, we should be definitely outmatched, but you know what? We're just gonna be better than you tonight. Our defense is gonna be stout. Our run game is gonna wear you down. So it's possible, but I'm picking the Bills and the Vikings. Yep. All right. See you guys later.